I'm not too big of a man to admit that I just don't think that this is going to work out with Norwich City. Frankly, I just think FM doesn't want us to be able to keep a team up in the Premier League that is relegation starved. When we first joined Fulham, we failed to keep them in the Premier League, but I think this Norwich team is not only worse than that one, it is worse than the team we had with Fulham in the Championship. I'm not even going to bother to show you the highlights because in the 2 matches we played off camera since the very poor showing in last episode, we lost 2-0 on the road to Newcastle. Rafael Lima, Lewis Thompson scoring, so they had a 2-0 lead at the half, which they were able to carry through to the end. And then at home, we did put on a decent defensive effort against Liverpool, but on the offensive side, we just had absolutely nothing. Hermes Salamao's goal in the 47th minute being the difference in this one, and that just puts us further and further down the table. We come into this one in 19th, so we have lost ground. Everton won a couple of matches in a row by 4-0 scores. Not sure how they did that. Brentford seems to be winning. We are now even on points with them, and we are 7 points from safety right now with 7 matches left to go. And to make matters worse, we are taking on an Arsenal team sitting in 3rd place that has earned 45 more points than we have. Trying to shake things up, we've got Sanchez in goal, a back 4 of Carboni, Nayo, Abbott, and Walker, Altavaro and Pedersen in the midfield, Esno playing the 10 on the wings, Ruse and Laesio in support of Paddy Douglas, who 6 goals, man. 6 goals, tied for the team lead with Oscar. Just not good enough. And I'm getting to the point where I'm at a complete loss at what to say about this team. Our form has been absolutely woeful. At least we can give a revenge team talk, but it seems like we can give that team talk for each and every team that we play, because it means we have lost to everyone. But we're hoping that this match we can at least start to show a little bit of gumption. Now, I am going to let you know we are experimenting with there's been a lot of talk in recent weeks about this Korean-Chinese match engine mod, and we're actually testing it out right now. I was playing a little bit off stream and off camera with it in another save. Hopefully it will just make things, I don't know, a little bit more interesting. Maybe it'll make our team look a little bit better. I have absolutely no idea, but I have been enjoying it so far. I mean, it doesn't hurt that with the other save I was playing, we were doing pretty well and we lost a couple of matches. Not necessarily the same thing here with Norwich. We are showing some good control in the middle third. Ball thrown forward, too far in front of Esno. And Beje Hoon will play it up for Diaz along the near sideline. Popovic in control for Arsenal. 22 minutes in. Hernandez has Reyes. He'll drop back. Find Miqueas. Feeding it through. Albasha in behind. Everybody beats Sanchez. 7th of the year. It's 1-0 Arsenal. VAR did do a quick review to see if he was offside, but as you can see with the naked eye, he absolutely was not. Not a lot that Sanchez could do as he came out to deal with that one. We just desperately need to be better, and 27 minutes in, we have yet to register a shot on goal. Diaz in for Albasha, ahead for Reyes. Reyes turns, drops Diaz. Neto with a shot, it'll deflect in, and Leedson Neto picks up his 7th of the year, and it's 2-0. Diaz, free kick, can he tuck it in? Nope. Sanchez got his hand on it, knocked it behind. And a corner kick. It's been all Arsenal, and we expected this at the Emirates. I was just hoping that maybe, just possibly, on a small chance that we would have, I don't know, a small chance. I mean, we tried to encourage the team and demand more from them, but really that first half was just absolutely all Arsenal. 60% possession, 12 shots to 0. Maybe bringing on Yulin Munoz as our attacking midfielder will have an effect. Probably not. Good header by Diaz, just missing and hitting the side netting. Still not a shot on goal for Norwich. We played over 50 minutes in this match. Another free kick for Arsenal. Diaz looking back post. Albasha pops that one over. This may very well go on record as the shortest episode of the series because just absolutely no highlights for Norwich to speak of. Miqueias getting it past, hitting the post. Alvaro able to clear it out, giving Arsenal a corner kick opportunity. They still lead it 2-0. Neto to take. We've got less than 30 minutes in this match. Back post, headed away. Allen will track it down, play it back for Bejehoun. Another throw in for Arsenal. It's Allen. Just taking his time. Why not? Why should they need to rush? Why should we need to rush? We don't need to, I don't know, maybe score a goal. Great first touch by Mateo Moreno. His 23rd of the year past Sanchez, and this one is over. Absolutely poor. Maybe we can get the ball back as Arsenal starts with it deep in their own zone. I don't know. Reyes for Al-Basha. It looks like they have plenty of space. Morales gets to it before Pedersen. We just have absolutely zero gumption. We're going to have to make some changes to this side. Maybe we need to even try something different tactically with now 6 games left to go. Nice ball through to Leeds and Neto. He's got his brace. 8th of the year, 4-0 Arsenal. Just absolutely poor play all around. This has to be the most embarrassing performance that we've put in since we lost 6-0 to Manchester United. But Oscar on the back post, his 7th goal of the year to finally show some teeth for Norwich City. Chem coming in as a late substitution. Back from another sub, Perotti. Over for Oscar, also a sub. And finally, the players we brought on did something right. Only the first and only shot on goal, however, for Norwich. Can we get another one? Oscar in control, has his pocket picked by Reyes across Morales. He's got plenty of room. Runners in the middle before driving it back for Dukic. Bejehoun almost dispossessed by Oscar, but just kidding, they get it back. Bejehoun, Morales over the top. Neto in, there's the hat trick. 5-1, Arsenal, 10 minutes left. Ugh. And yet FM refuses to put us out of our misery. Throwing Carboni. Omberg to Oscar in the box. Finds Douglas. Douglas with a shot, and Dockrace making a massive save. Morales able to clear it. Neto carrying it forward. Oh, please don't get another one. Taken down. Pedersen gets the yellow card. Professional foul for Pedersen. His first and only booking. So we've been, discipline-wise, a better team than normal. They've added 7 minutes on. Good God, why? Finally, we are out of our misery as the full-time whistle blows. 22-2, your shots on goal. I think Paddy Douglas should have scored. Oh my God, that was so bad. And really, it just gets worse and worse. Brentford beat Nottingham Forest at home 4-0. Lewis with a hat trick, which not only give them 3 more points than us, but now an advantage in goal difference, as we now have the worst goal difference in the league. The reality of our situation is we need 10 points out of our final 6 matches, and frankly, I don't know where we're going to get them from. But a win against Brentford is really, frankly, going to make or break our season. If we cannot beat the team immediately ahead of us, then I don't know what the heck we're doing here, and we're going to just have to go and look for a new job next year and try to reshuffle and maybe work on one of the other leagues we're trying to bring up. Going back to the 4-3-3 that we started the season with, while it wasn't super duper successful for us, it was much more successful than the 4-2-3-1 we have been employing. And maybe if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't necessarily stick with it as long as I did. The only other change we're going to make, Ngidi is not getting anywhere near the goal. Sanchez has been much better than any of our other options in the position. 6.82 average rating is like half a point better than anybody else. So it's going to be Sanchez, Carboni, Nayo, Chem now, and Walker as our back 4. Alvaro will be in support of Omberg and Sarawi. Ruse and Lazio getting the start on the wings. Douglas up top. We also did have to promise the board that Sylvain and So is not going to be in our plans. They think he's been terrible and basically said, if you want to have any remote chance of keeping your job, then do not let him see the pitch again for the rest of the year. I was very, very happy to oblige. I can't believe this. Brentford coming off of back-to-back victories, which brought them even and then put them ahead of us on the table. It's 19 versus 20. We're at home at Carrow Road, and I just hope to God we can get something done. Final third throw-in, though, for Brentford. Oh, this would be just devastating if they score in the first minute. Henry scores, but the flag is up. He was standing well offside. That's not going to count. Not really a good sign, though, to give away such a golden opportunity so early in the match. Walker, Lazio, Sahraoui making a rare start, hits the inside of the post. Come on. What do we have to do to buy a go-ahead goal in this league? A tremendous opportunity for a player who, frankly, has been marginalized. Off the corner, though, Amaro Nayo with his first goal of the year. Thank God it's 1-0 Norwich. I mean, just a beautiful delivery by Ruse. Nayo getting up over everybody else. Nothing Roberts could do as he dives out of the way. Thank God we got off to a good start. And let's see if we can add on some more. Carboni to throw it in. Ruse with it. Carboni moving it to the interior before dropping it back to the midfield line to Nayo. Chem now ahead. Sahraoui, who's had a pretty good game so far. I'm going to call that a victory right now. Laisio sending it into the middle, but Roberts is going to deal with it. Looking for Paddy Douglas, not going to find his big striker. Laisio back to Walker. Chem looking at his options ahead before dishing it to Walker to his right. Otovaro turns it over. Bufanga, Lukac now moving it forward. He has a couple of guys running into the box. Lukac centering it. Nayo able to clear. Soro, Naji, oh, good block in front. Much better defensively from us. I mean, I was clenching my butt cheeks on that one. Another turnover. Bufango getting in front of a lot of balls. He's got it again before he's got his pocket picked by Douglas. Carboni up the left wing. Counterattack is on. Ruse pushing it deeper into the middle. He's got Laisio, who has his 5th goal of the year. Norwich 2, Brentford 0. Maybe it was just this minor change back to the old tactic to remind these players what it was like to, win a couple of games. Ruiz, a great drop back pass to Laisio. Nothing Roberts could do. 2-0 to Norwich. And maybe we can get another one off of the corner. Our set pieces seem to be clicking as well. Ruse in looking for Chem. He finds him. Chem with his 2nd goal of the season. 3-0 to the Canaries. I am revitalized by this team right now. They look fantastic, although Omberg getting a little sloppy. Brentford taking control, sending it forward. Nayo will track that down in his own end, even though he misread the ball initially. Chem pushing it forward. Lays it to Walker, right side, up the line. Laisio, still with it. Over to Omberg. He's got Ruse cutting into the box. Ruse across. Laisio has his brace. 6th of the year. 4-0 Norwich. What a fantastic first half so far, which has now put us back ahead of Brentford on goal difference. Oh, I think Sanchez should have seen that. Chris Lewis from outside the box getting one back to make it 4-1 on 42 minutes. Off of a set piece, Naji back for Bakiu. Lewis, I mean, there's not much you can do about that. Nobody out there. He had a free shot. He saw his opportunity and he took it. We're not going to let that rain on our parade. An excellent first half from Norwich at home. 8 shots on goal, hitting the target 5 times, passing with players in the opposition end. What a start. See if we can keep it going for the final 45. Maybe all they needed was a little old-fashioned doom and gloom from me. Sahraoui still with it on the right side. Inside for Laisio, around the edge of the box. Will lose it to Wintle, but his clearance picked up by Walker. Sahraoui drops for Otovaro. Up for Douglas. He's got a lane and a shot. Save made by Roberts. Rebound pops to the foot of Juan Martin Ruse for his 3rd of the year to restore the 4-goal lead. I think at this point we can make some substitutions, get some tired legs out there. Ruse is going to come out. Oscar in. Paddy Douglas not really having the greatest game. He hasn't had a lot to do at the striker position, which is a little surprising. So we'll bring in Julian Munoz, and Ewell Devine is going to come in for the aging Michael Walker. Just over 20 minutes remaining in the match. 5-1 your score. Norwich out shooting Brentford 12-7. And as I've already mentioned, even though things tilting a little towards Brentford's way, I think we're going to drop our mentality back just a little bit. Try to sew things up, shut up shop, so to speak. Back you up to Bufanga. But hopefully at the end of this match, we will be back in 19th place and 3 points closer to safety. We needed a win in this match. Lewis is offside, so Sanchez is just going to get there. That was terrible. Najee, unfortunately, able to hit the empty net. Cleared away. Sorrow looking to recycle up that left side. Looking for Henry. Carboni will clear with a little help from Sarawi. And really, just generally, this has been a much better performance. And we are stopping the beautiful run as Baki, who puts it past his goalkeeper. Samuel Bakia with the own goal. Norwich 6, Brentford 1, just at the beginning of stoppage time. 5 minutes added on in this second half. Off of the throw-in, Oscar sent it across the middle. Bakia, I guess, was trying to poke it behind, and he failed. Really an excellent match from start to finish. The only blemish, the Chris Lewis goal in the 42nd minute. Nayo, Laisio, Cham, Ruse, the own goal. Just absolutely brilliant work from Norwich. Very economical. 6 goals with just 9 shots on target. I will take that any day of the week. Just let's do it 5 more times. And honestly, this is the kind of win that can take a team and just propel them on through the remaining 5 matches of the season. I hope that's what happens when we come back. We're only 6 points from safety, behind Leeds in 17th. We've got Forest away. We'll play Bournemouth off camera, and then home against Sunderland before we wrap up the season in the next episode with Everton at Goodison, or wherever the hell they're playing now, and then home at Spurs. Hopefully we can get those points we so desperately need. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for supporting us continually. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you back next time. Let's see if we can do it. Fingers are crossed. Till then, bye-bye.